Hello, I'm Tierra LaShawn Cruz, and I just want to share with you a little story written by Max Lucado. There are so many people in today's world who are affected by some type of identity crisis, so hopefully, this little story will shine a bright light into someone's dark situation. The Weemics were small wooden people who were carved by a woodworker named Eli, whose workshop sat on a hill overlooking the Weemics village. Each Wemmick was uniquely created. Some had big noses, others had large eyes. Some were tall, while others were short. Some wore hats, others wore coats. But all were carved by the same woodworker. Every single day and all day long, the Wemmicks did the same old thing. They gave stickers to one another. Each Wemmick had a box of golden star stickers and a box of dull gray dot stickers. Up and down the street, all over the village, these little wooden people could be seen sticking gold stars or gray dots onto each other. The pretty little people, those with smooth wood and fine paint, they always got shiny gold stars. But if the wood was rough or the paint was chipped, the Weemics gave dull gray dots. The talented ones also got stars. Some could lift big sticks high above their heads or jump over tall boxes. Still others knew big words or could sing very pretty songs. Some of the talented Wemix were covered with stars all over them. In fact, every time they received a star, it would make them feel so good that they would go ahead and do something else magnificent and would end up receiving yet another star. There were many other Weemics, though, who could do very little, which meant they would receive dull gray dots. There was one little Weemic whose name was Punchinello. When Punchinello would try to jump high like the others, he would always fall. And when he fell, the others would gather around and give him dull gray dots. Sometimes when Punchinello fell, it would scar his wood, so the people would give him even more gray dots. When Punchinello would try to explain why he had fallen, he would always say something silly, which would cause the other Weemics to stick on additional gray dots. Punchinello had accumulated so many gray dots that he no longer wanted to go outside. He was afraid he would do something dumb, such as forget his hat or step in a puddle of water, causing him to receive more dull gray dots. In fact, Punchinello had so many gray dots that Weemix would just come up to him and give him another gray dot for no particular reason. He deserved lots of dots, they would say, because he's just not a good wooden person. When Punchinello did go outside, he would only hang around other Weemics who had a lot of gray dots because he felt better around them. One day, Punchinello met a Weemic named Lucia. She was unlike any other Weemic he had ever met because Lucia had no dull gray dots and no golden stars. It wasn't that people didn't try to give Lucia stickers, but it was just that the stickers would not stick to her. Some people admired Lucia for having no dots, so they would run up to her and give her a star, but the star would fall off. Other people would look down on Lucille for having no stars, so they would give her a dot, but the dot would not stick either. That's the way I want to be, thought Punchinello. I don't want other people's opinions stuck all over me. When Punchinello asked the stickerless Weemic how she did it, Lucille replied, "It's easy. Every day I go to visit Eli." "Who is Eli?" Punchinello asked. Lucille replied, "Eli is the woodcarver. I sit in his workshop and spend time with him every day." "Why do you do that?" asked Punchinello. Lucille responded, "Why don't you find out for yourself? Just go up the hill and visit with Eli." And with that, the sweet little Wemmick named Lucille turned and skipped away. "But he wouldn't want to see me," Punchinello cried out to Lucille. But Lucille didn't hear him because she had skipped too far away. So Punchinello went home, sat near a window, and watched the wooden people scurry about, giving sticker after sticker. Punchinello muttered to himself, "It's just not right." So Punchinello resolved to go and see Eli. Punchinello walked up the narrow path to the top of the hill. Punchinello stepped into the big woodcarver's shop. His little eyes widened at the size of everything. The stool was as tall as he was. He had stretched on his tippy toes to see the top of the workbench. A hammer was as long as his arm. Punchinello swallowed hard as he thought to himself, "I'm not staying here." But as he was turning away to leave, he heard a deep, strong voice which said, "Punchinello, oh how good it is for you to have come. Let me have a look at you." Punchinello slowly turned around and looked at the large bearded craftsman and said, "Sir, you know my name." "Of course I do. I made you," said Eli. Then all of a sudden Eli stooped down and picked up little Punchinello and set him on the workbench. The maker spoke thoughtfully as he inspected the gray stickers all over Punchinello. "Looks like you've been given some bad marks." Punchinello began explaining, "Oh, Eli, I didn't mean to. Really, I didn't. I really tried hard not to." Then the maker responded, "Oh, you don't have to defend yourself before me, my child. I don't care what the other Wemmicks think." Punchinello asked, "Really? You don't?" Then Eli said, "No, you shouldn't either. Who are they to give stars or dots? They are Wemmicks just like you. What they think really doesn't matter at all, Punchinello. All that really matters is what I think, and I think you are pretty special." Punchinello laughed. "Me? Special? How can I be special? I can't walk fast. I can't jump. My paint is peeling. I make silly mistakes all the time, and I'm not a beautiful Wemmick like some of the others. How could I matter to you?" Eli looked at Punchinello and put his hands on those little wooden shoulders of his and spoke very slowly. "Because, Punchinello, you are mine, that's why you matter to me." Punchinello never had anyone to look at him like that before, nor say anything so nice to him, so he didn't know what to say. Then explained Eli to Punchinello, "I have been waiting and hoping every day that you would come to see me." Punchinello looked up at Eli and said, "I came because I met a sweet Wemmick girl who had no marks." Eli responded, "I know. Lucille was telling me about you." So Punchinello asked, "Why don't the stickers stay on Lucille?" Eli answered, "Because Lucille has decided that what I think about her is more important than what anyone else thinks. The stickers only stick if you allow them to." Punchinello looked puzzled and said, "What?" Eli said, "Yes, the stickers only stick if they matter to you. The more you trust my love, the less you will care about those stickers." But Punchinello said, "I'm not really sure I understand what you're saying." The maker said, "You will eventually understand, but it will take some time because you've got a lot of marks. So for now, just come to see me every day and let me remind you of how much I care about you." Eli lifted Punchinello off the bench and set him on the floor. "Now remember," Eli said as the Wemmick walked out the door, "you are special because I made you and I don't make mistakes." As Punchinello kept on walking, he thought in his heart, "I think Eli really means it." And each time Punchinello remembered what Eli told him, and each time he went to visit and talk to Eli, one of Punchinello's dots would fall to the ground. They kept falling off until soon they were all gone. The moral of this story speaks loud and clear. Therefore, I will leave you with a scripture from Romans 14:4, which says, "Who are you to judge someone else's servant? To their own masters, servants stand or fall, and they will stand, for the Lord is able to make them stand. Until next time, this is Tierra LaShawn Cruz encouraging you to be blessed.